There's way too much in here. Who loaded this? Are you fucking kidding me?
We're recording.
Oh shit.
Live from Angel House Studios, it's the Fucked Up View with your hosts all day, Stoop Low and Mr. Pearson. So without further ado, and until this shit gets pulled completely off the air, here they are for your daily dose of shit talking without all the bullshit walking. It's the Fucked Up View.
Yo, what's up? This your boy All Day the Gifted. This is the Reservoir Dog Radio Show. To my left, we got my boy, the complete gentleman, the talented Mr. Pearson.
That would be me.
And then also across from me, my boy, my dog, Stoop Low the Great.
Yo, what's up, party people?
Yes, sir. We are live from Torrance, California at Angel House Studios. Also on the wheels of the ones and twos, we got my man, Fat Pat.
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
That was wiki, wiki, whack. Just giving y'all a quick intro of who we are and what we bring to the table. We are the Reservoir Dogs. We've been in this music business for a long time, dropped albums, had songs in movies, TV shows, video games. Now we doing this radio thing, which we've been doing for a long time, but we back and better than ever. So, just jumping right into some things, we're going to be mostly covering, news from an urban perspective. Right, Mr. Stoop Low?
Yes, sir. Just, giving y'all a like they say, like a urban perspective on the current events and just maybe like a fresh perspective, to say the very, very least.
Yeah, we don't want to call it a talk show yet, even though we're going to be doing a lot of talking, because we're going to have features. We're going to have in-guest studio. We're going to have in-studio guests.
Right. That too. That
in-studio guests.
That also.
I want to know when we do the in-guest studio.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
In-guest studios.
Coming
yeah.
soon.
That's the name of the production company, In-Guest Studios.
In-guest studios.
We're going to be dropping new music, never heard before content. We're going to have people in here hocking their books. And we also going to make sure the community is touched and reached. We want to reach out to the community so they can reach back, put you guys on here, promote, and sponsor and bring to the forefront places that y'all might not know about, because you might be a couple of blocks away from it and they don't have the capabilities to have the websites and all of this new stuff and technology. So we might have them on here to promote they cooking or they stores or whatever. So anyway,
just bridging the gap. Bridging the gap for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just introducing all of the neighbors out there. We all right here with each other. But some of us, we don't know how to go next door and say, "Hey, I'm me."
Right.
Neighbor.
Exactly.
How are you?
So we want you to feel like
neighbor?
You could just come in and, as long as you have your...
So we're going to be the ambassadors of the city. We're going to bring it to y'all. We're going to connect the dots for y'all.
Right. And as long as you have your medical card,
yes,
light up.
Yes.
As long as you have your medical card, light up. If you don't, But anyway, as long as you have your medical card, light up. So without no further ado, we finna get into the headlines and the current events to see what's going on in the world today. Mr. Pearson, please break down to everybody what's popping. Let everybody know what's going on.
I can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pearson here with the news. I'm going to let you know some of the things that were going on.
Right now.
He said earlier I could use my Greg Mack voice.
I like it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I did not say he could use his Greg Mack voice.
You did too say that.
No.
I heard you say it earlier.
No, we were rehearsing and I said, why are you talking like Greg Mack?
You said I could do it on the show.
All right, well, go ahead and do the current events and headlines in Greg Mack's voice for the listening audience.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Stoop Low. Shout out to Stoop Low letting me do the Greg Mack voice. Pope Francis came this week. Pissed off a bunch of people on both sides of the aisle.
Hey, man, I saw that, what do they call them, memes of the security dude holding the girl so the Pope can kiss her, and he had his hand on her butt. And you people are sick.
Even the Pope, you can't please all of the people all of the time.
Hey, man, messed up everybody. The left was mad because it was a religious person here. The right was mad because he didn't say nothing religious. It was you can't please everybody.
Yeah,
but
man.
The Pope was here. And that was one of the biggest things going on in the week. Pretty much nothing else in the world happened because the Pope was in America this week.
How's the weather in beautiful Southern California?
The weather this week is
Hot.
very hot. 90 degrees all dang week.
Hot than a mother sucker.
Yeah,
like
that.
Wow.
this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
All week?
All week, son.
Okay.
You know
All
the difference,
week.
but you know the difference. Literally, it seems like within the last week, or maybe like 2 weeks, it went from hot and humid to extremely hot, and then at night it actually cools down.
Yeah.
Well, you know why it cools down for you guys? Because you live in the basin.
Yes.
In Pasadena,
Yes.
it cools down somewhere around 3:30 in the morning. So you wake up, you go to sleep sweaty, and you wake up with all your cold sweat froze to you.
Right.
And right around when you wake up.
Yes.
In other news, the Weeknd became the first artist since Taylor Swift a few years ago to replace himself at number one.
Oh, congrats, Weekend, man.
His song "The Hills" replaced "Can't Feel My Face,"
Freak.
leaving Justin Bieber, your favorite artist and mine, sitting at number 2.
That's notable.
impressive.
The
Weeknd right now has about, as I'm looking at my Billboard magazine, somewhere around 3 or 4 songs in the top 40 right now.
Okay.
And that song that all of y'all like, that Way You Work It stupid song that just keeps playing.
I've always said
That song is foreplay.
that I believe that the Weeknd was going to do great things. Shout out Weeknd, Reservoir Radio.
Shout out Weekend. And moving on, even though this is a mock show, so we're gonna give you the scores. But by the time you hear this, we will know who's in the playoffs. But currently, right now, the Dodgers and the Angels have a chance of making it to the playoffs. So what's the scores right now, Pearson?
As I'm looking right now, as I am progressing over to go take a look, the last I checked, Clayton Kershaw was utterly shutting down the San Francisco Giants. He had a one-hitter going into the 9th inning. He's thrown like 79 pitches. He just completely and totally just whooped Madison Bumgarner out of nowhere. And so right now, the Dodgers are about 1 inning away from clinching the West Division and going to the playoffs.
That's what's up. Shout out to the Dodgers for doing that. And hopefully they won't choke like they do for the last 3 or 4 years.
Last
they go
3 or
inside.
4.
There you
Last
go.
3 or 4.
I'm an Angels fan, bro. I'm sorry, you know.
Disrespectful.
Nope, just keeping it real.
He disrespecting.
Moving. Before we go any further, we just want to say that this episode is sponsored in part by Private Ride Limo. That's 888-689-0601. Private Ride Limo. Yeah, so going further, thank you for those reports, Mr. Pearson.
I like how he said 888. I never am able to get that off.
Man, I'm shocked I did it.
888.
So, one of the subjects we was gonna get into real quick, we'll start it and then we'll go into pay some bills. It's just a wonderful time to be alive in this current time, because right now we are in Angel House Studios, which is in Torrance, California. Shameless plug.
Shout out to Angel House.
Shout out to Angel House.
And the Bear Drew.
And the Bear Drew is currently in the Studio A, which is the main studio, and he's knocking it out, doing his thing with 2X2L.
And shout out Paper one time.
Shout out
one
Paper.
time. Shout out Paper.
Yeah, so we in here in the booth with 2X2L. We're going to come back in a little while and get into this subject of a great time it is to be alive.
Great time to be alive.
Yeah, to be able to jump in your car and just turn on your smartphone and decide you want to go make money.
Cars park themselves now, B.
Right.
They park and they slam on the brakes when you too intoxicated. So I've heard.
Right.
And you get the upper echelon. They will slam on the brakes when you're too intoxicated.
Right.
Yeah. They trying to.
We're gonna get into all of that.
So dope.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all of that. But we finna pay some bills right now. Let you hear of some of these great, lovely advertisers who've invested so lovely into this show.
And it's Reservoir Rockin' on the radio.
It's here, Toyota Fest, a celebration of savings on every member of the fuel-efficient Prius family. While they last, you can save big with $2,000 factory cash back on any spacious new 2015 Prius V, which gets 44 mpg in the city. Choose $2,000 cash back on a sporty Prius C with its 53 mpg city. Or you can get an incredible $3,000 cash back on any versatile new 2015 Prius Liftback, which gets 51 mpg in the city. So see your Southern California Toyota dealer today and get huge cashback savings on every member of the legendary Prius family. 2015 EPA estimated mileage, actual mileage will vary. Individual dealer prices may vary. Vehicles must be purchased from 2015 new car dealer stock by midnight, November 2nd. Toyota Fest, going on now at your SoCal Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Feeling a little vanilla today? Well, that's all right. Embrace it with a vanilla Coke. Or switch it up. How about a Powerade Lemon? What's that? You heard that right. Powerade Lemon. Or Sprite Zero Cherry. Refreshing. Or maybe you're just in need of something new. What about an orange Diet Coke? Ooh. No matter what you want, Coca-Cola Freestyle has the drink for you. Go to Coca-ColaFreestyle.com to find a location and discover your perfect drink.
What's up, yo? And we back. This is the Reservoir Dog Radio Show, live from Angel House Studios, Torrance, California. Shout out to Drew K. We got some guests in the house, but they working right now. We're going to get back into it. We was talking about it's a wonderful time to be alive. Like I was saying, man, you can turn on your smartphone, jump in your car, turn on this app called Uber, go a couple of blocks, and someone will beep you to pick them up. It's a very, very innovative tool, very fascinating. Everyone seems taken back by it. The passengers get in the car. They love it because no one likes taxi drivers. I'm sorry to diss taxi drivers. You guys are obviously very disliked people. I haven't been in enough taxis to make that declaration. I will say they suck in Vegas simply because when you first get in the car, you already paid $3 for something you haven't even used yet. That's fucking offensive. And then you find out they hit all these corners.
It's $270 in the city. It starts at $270 in the city. No, or $190, something like that. Yeah, for the taxi. Yeah, as soon as you get in, it's like $190 or something like that.
I charge you $270 before I put meter up and take you where you must go.
Not on Uber. With Uber, they tell you ain't even supposed to accept the tips, although some do, and they can tip wonderfully, and you accept it by just not touching it and just leaving it in the cup holder.
I never tip Uber.
Yeah, you cheap bastards. It's see, Fat Patch, y'all heard that shit. That stuff, fat, you fat bastard.
I didn't know that.
You don't have to. You don't. They say you're not supposed to.
In theory, you're not supposed to.
Right.
What would be a good tip? I mean, how much?
Anything, really.
Generally,
most people do at least $4.
A good tip is 15%.
Right.
18% if you really fly.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. I didn't say that's what I tip.
Man.
I didn't say that's what I tip. I said that's what a good tip is.
So let me ask you.
Fat Pat got out his
seat.
seat.
People that don't tip on Uber, do you think they're cheap bastards when they're getting out of the car? You like cheap?
No.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
it depends.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes, he does.
Hold on. It depends.
Yes,
It depends.
And you are.
When I'm in Hermosa and I just picked up two couples to take them all the way to the Hollywood Bowl, man, tip me, man. Tip me, man. Come on, man. If you in Hermosa and I take you to the beach, get out my car. You don't gotta give me nothing.
That's all I do. I run the kids back. And
Yeah, that's cool.
That's okay.
But if you use my trunk space, man, tip the boy, man. If I get out the car to help you with anything, you should tip. Period.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I
For
didn't know
sure.
that.
Now, but moving on to
That's
it's
a nice
good
rule
thing to be alive,
From
man.
my house to the arc light, is a $4 Uber ride.
Right.
I tip $5.
See?
I wouldn't do that.
I'm not gonna do that.
I wouldn't do that.
I would not do that.
I wouldn't do that, bull. Hippie.
I didn't know I would not do
I wouldn't do that, bull hippie. I wouldn't do that, bull hippie.
Nah, I do that for real. I mean, no. And the other day, I woke up horribly late, and I came to the conclusion.
What was that word that he just used there?
I believe it was horribly late.
It was horribly late, yes.
But it came out horribly late.
You know, I am not gonna have my vernacular critiqued by somebody too cheap to tip Uber.
Okay, look. I don't want to spend too much time on tipping. I don't want to spend too much time on tipping.
Okay,
Let's digress.
okay.
We digress. Let's digress.
All I wanted to say is they drove me from Pasadena to South Central LA, and I tipped them 10.
That's cool. Now, moving on from tipping.
I tipped 10 on that one.
Moving on from tipping. Just to be able to. I have a son that lives in Texas. I love him. I miss him, but I get to see him through my phone, very clear in some stunning HD, damn near. We play games together.
Right.
That we are live and when I was a kid, I used to daydream about the stuff that I'm getting to do, and that it's almost like probably contributes to why our generation looks so young. We are continuing to allow to be children. Or what show just came on at KABC? The Muppets. Now, it's a split people who say they like it and who don't, but the show worked because it's still the Muppets. Everybody that's old as hell now, us, still remember that that's the Muppets. And now they're back on a show that works for our generation. Huh?
I'm the only one in my family that watches How to Train Your Dragon. That's it. I try to get the kids to watch. They look at me like, I'm not watching that. And they refuse to watch. I watch all the cartoons in my house.
I agree with the kids.
This is not your family. This is not your family.
Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon.
If I came over, I would sit with the kids.
How to Train Your Dragon is one of the
Dragon.
greatest cartoons that has ever come out.
Don't ever say that again.
Do you know that? Do you know that farmers don't have to be lonely anymore because there's farmersonly.com? Do you know how many nerds got to go back and bang they old high school crush who didn't know they were alive?
Who looks horrible now.
Hey, I ain't talking about them.
But you still do it because of the memory of what they used to look like.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am destroying your memory.
Yeah. You was the prom queen, and now you got a mustache.
Now you the prom fiend.
I've been dumped out of better relationships than this.
You gonna still be lonely with farmersonly.com.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, man.
But it is real talk. It is a great time.
Because for real, like it's really to the point now where we just waiting for the technology to be built for us to be able to utilize what we have even better, because it's only getting better by the millisecond. I mean, things that used to cost a $1 billion to buy the programs. Mm-hmm. Now you can get a freaking app for free that does the exact same thing. It's unbelievable, dog. Like they make the comparisons all the time. Like the average smartphone right now is equivalent to the desktop of 10 years ago.
And while we were off the air, Pearson was just giving us permission to use one of his apps. I don't want to say the name because they not paying us to say their name on this show. When they pay us, we'll say it.
Right.
But the beauty to be allowed to do that, like I have Netflix. My daughter uses my Netflix. My daughter's mom uses Netflix. And so we about to go pay some more bills in a little while. This is going to be a fascinating subject. I don't know how many segments we've got left. We're going to try to touch on this some more. But we also got a very interesting segment coming up later on in the show that's going to kind of go back into covering some headlines, which is called Good Cop, Bad Cop. We also got coming up the High Come Down segment. So we got some more goodies for you and some music that we're going to play.
Stay tuned. Stay in your seats.
Yep.
Overall, y'all, Reservoir Radio. We be back.
This show is sponsored by Angel House Studios, Torrance, California. Reservoir Radio. We'll be back.
And real cats who don't give up.
To those who say, just as the sun rises in the east, so too must breakfast be enjoyed in the morning, McDonald's now says, yeah, we don't really agree with that. Introducing McDonald's new all-day breakfast menu. Now you can get a hot and freshly made Egg McMuffin sandwich, hash browns, and other delectable breakfast tastes day and night. It's time to start enjoying the breakfast you love anytime you wish. Breakfast items vary by location. Deliciousness doesn't.
Paranormal Activity is the phenomenon that redefined horror. This Thursday,
Who are you talking to?
My friend.
experience the final chapter
This camera can see things you cannot see with the naked eye.
in the ghost dimension.
Leela's been playing with something that only she and this camera can see.
She's part of a prophecy.
He knows what you're doing.
Paranormal Activity, the ghost dimension. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent. This Thursday at 7 p.m. at AMC Orange 30 and select theaters. Tickets on sale now.
If you're looking to drop a dope mixtape or record vocals among many other things, Angel House Studios is the place to be for you, bro. Located in Torrance, California, Angel House Studios offers the state-of-the-art everything, and we use the most recent programs and instruments from Pro Tools, Ableton Live, Reasons, FL Studios. We provide unlimited tracking for your many recording needs. Angel House Studios offers the top-of-the-line mixing and sound engineering. For more information, please call 310-320-0440 or go to angelhousestudios.com. That's 310-320-0440 or angelhousestudios.com. All right, what's up, y'all? This is the Reservoir Dog Radio Show. I'm All Day the Gifted, Stoop Low the Great, Fat Pat, the talented Mr. Pearson. You know, we still talking about a good time to be alive. We finna go into a couple other things, but we want to wrap up good time to be alive because it's a lot of different things with these smartphones and what we allowed to do. Facebook, we made some jokes, but it's the Pandora, the YouTube. That's my favorite. My favorite is all of these people who have taken YouTube and become entrepreneurs with it, basically, creating their own channels with their own content. They control their advertisers, they control their revenue, and they are parlaying these channels into shows on cable. And now you got all of these networks. You got Revolt that Puffy got money behind. You got the Learning Channel has a lot of these reality shows, and a lot of them reality shows on that channel comes from people from YouTube. So it almost feels like striking gold with a situation that you can become a millionaire overnight if you parlay it the right way.
Let me piggyback on what you were saying, because it's regarding your son and how it's not just the YouTubes and all the other stuff too. Stoop Low hit me too, the TED Talks on Netflix, which is a whole nother great thing all of its own. But I was watching one of the TED Talks and it was talking about a family. The family moved, I believe, from Portugal to Brazil. And so they weren't able to be with the rest of the family. They had a new baby, they're in a different city. But every Sunday, what they do is they take this projection screen and they FaceTime the whole family. Mm-hmm. And so the grandparents and everybody else back in Portugal can have Sunday dinner with everybody in Brazil, thousands of miles away, through this technology we have. It's really like modern. Remember in the Jetsons, they used to have like TV phones and all that. It's really the same thing.
Right.
We actually have it. Like the stuff that we used to look at and be like, don't people got like hoverboards now too, where they're starting to get those? It's like all the stuff. The future is finally paying off.
Stu was breaking down the cars that park themselves. I'm fascinated and love the being allowed to see behind you in your car.
Yeah, that is dope.
But dog, I mean, even to take it a little step further, like they got like nanotechnology and to the point now where they literally have computers are designing computers the size of cells damn near to go through your body and eradicate cancers and different stuff like that to I mean the way that technology is revolutionizing medicine, the way that there are printers that can literally print a gun, a car,
right.
Like technology, like we talking about the stuff that we use it for on the day, but like the things that we are able to do when I say it's a great time to be alive, like and we play and saying living like the Jetsons and all of that, dog.
Right.
Like really, really living like the Jetsons.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's
those
unbelievable.
Those
man.
3D printers are insane.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Like $200 now.
Right. Exactly, and that's
For
the thing.
nothing.
The cost per, like I said, what it used to. Remember, Dave, we was just at your house laughing about it just the other day.
I was just getting
from
ready
what
to
a
bring that
terabyte, what a terabyte,
yeah.
looked like.
2 years ago, a terabyte was $400.
And how it looked,
And
how big
how
it
they
was.
look, big and
bulky and
bulky.
boxy.
Dog,
It's
now
almost
a terabyte is
like a cell
is
phone
smaller
size.
than a cell
Smaller than an
phone,
iPhone 6.
and it's cheaper than a cell
cheaper
phone.
than a cell phone.
Right, a terabyte.
We had this new segment.
So you know,
Yeah, we had this new segment we wanted to go into before we get into this another line of ads that we have to pay these bills. This is going to be called Good Cop, Bad Cop. Now, the dope part about this segment is my two partners in crime do not know the questions that I'm going to ask.
At all.
They don't know who's going to be the good cop or the bad cop. Now, for the sake of this show, they knew because we were discussing it. So, for the sake of this episode, Mr. Pearson is the good cop, Mr. Stoop is the bad cop. I got 5 questions.
I did not remember that.
5 statements, rapid fire, until the commercials come on. Here we go. Number 1, David West takes $1 million pay cut to play for the Spurs. I'm sorry. David West takes a $11 million pay cut to play for the Spurs. He left $11 million on the table to play for the Spurs. He did it not for only championship aspirations, but for peace of mind. Apparently on his Pacers, he was the psychologist, the coach, the big brother, the assistant coach. Too many hats. He wanted to just be a basketball player. Pearson, tell me why this is a good thing.
It's a good thing because he goes to a championship system. He goes to a place where he can relax. He no longer has to be all of those different hats. He can blend in to this great environment, to this great system with this utterly genius coach. Everything isn't about the money. You cannot put a price on peace of mind. Dr. Dre said that in Straight Outta Compton.
Stu Blow, he left $1 million on the table. Tell me this is a bad thing.
Whether it's $1 million or 11 million, it's a bad thing because he left either one of those millions on the table. A peace of mind is not worth $11 million. On no planet, under no circumstances, you gonna still be the psychologist, the whoever, the whatever when you go to the San Antonio Spurs.
You are what we thought you were.
And all of that San Antonio Spurs championship system and all of that. Yeah. Once upon a time.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 2.
They were. Tim Duncan, old.
Yeah.
Parker, old.
Yeah.
Ginobili, old.
Yeah.
The coach, old.
Yeah.
Plays is old. That show's old.
Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, Paul Walker's daughter is suing Porsche. They said he survived the crash but got burned horribly from the fire that was caused from something defective in the vehicle. Pearson, why is it a good thing they're suing Porsche?
Huh?
Because
okay.
It's
well,
no. I take this challenge.
Okay.
It is a wonderful thing that we can live in a system where you can attempt to recompense for something so stupid having happened on that behalf. Where you can still have the grounds to go ahead and bring up such a ridiculous sounding legal suit without it being immediately thrown out.
His daughter is suing.
What a great thing.
His daughter is suing Porsche for him dying not because of the crash. He survived the crash. According to forensic evidence, he survived the crash, but the fire killed him, which he was torched horribly as a result of something wrong with the car.
Why is that a bad thing? I'm the bad cop.
You're the bad cop.
You're the bad cop.
Why is that bad to sue Porsche?
Hey.
It's bad to sue Porsche because
Yeah, I had a rough one in this one too.
you shouldn't sue them because don't sue them, you stupid.
Hey, he's bad cop.
Y'all dumb.
I told you.
Number
Now,
3,
dummies.
moving on.
Yeah.
D12 it just announced they doing an album with G-Unit and Eminem on Aftermath. Pearson,
do you want to
tell
know
me
why?
how good
That's
this is?
a bad idea.
No, this Pearson.
I can
Why
tell
is this
you-
a good idea,
I
Pearson?
can sure tell you why it's a bad idea.
Why is it a good idea, Pearson?
So sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Who's gonna be on the album is D12.
D12, G-Unit, and
G-Unit.
Eminem.
Oh,
This
God,
is good for D12.
Produced by Aftermath.
Yes.
They D12 gets to get
Lord.
a certain amount of exposure.
I love this show.
Being on with Eminem, this can have.
He's drawing straws. He's drawing.
No,
He's drawing.
I got this. I got this.
Stu Blow, why?
No.
Okay.
You're gonna let me get this out.
Okay, go ahead.
D12 can do this because it's gonna be good for them and G Unit, and it makes Eminem look like the Pope that just came here for giving this courtesy to allow them to be on.
Why is this a bad idea, Stu?
Because I get so tired of these God MCs, E40, Jay-Z, all of the cats of that caliber, going back and reaching back for these no talent. Or if they do, I ain't gonna even say it, no talent. I'm just gonna say it ain't work, man.
Right.
And the people don't rock with you, man.
Dude, right.
You keep doing your do, and y'all do the mixtape underground thing with them cats, man. There is no need for Eminem to tarnish his brand any further by dealing with them crumbs.
Moving on.
So we got an interview with DJ Clue?
Stop it.
I got an interview. Not you.
Number 4. Kobe Bryant said today he's a Laker for life. The Lakers said that this is his last year as a Laker. He said he don't know if he's retiring. Phil Jackson said he can see Kobe playing somewhere else. Kobe said he not playing nowhere else. Taman, why is it a good thing for Kobe to play again for the Lakers, even for the minimum salary?
Because you're a Laker for life.
Thank you. Stu Blow, why is it a bad idea to get that dude some money? Again.
It's not a bad idea to give Kobe some money. It's a bad idea for Kobe to be sunned by the Lakers after they said that this is your last year, nigga. They telling you, I don't care what you do. It's your last year playing.
All right.
You ain't got to go home.
And the
you
fifth
got to
and
get
final one.
out of here.
The fifth and final one. UCLA student Andrea DeVesco was found dead inside her off-campus apartment. She was facing drug dealing charges at the time. Eric Marquez and Alberto Medina, 22, forensic and witnesses placed them at the scene. They've been charged for her murder. One of them was a student at UCLA, Mr. Pearson. Tell me why.
What in the heck good am I supposed to say about this? Are we supposed to go to the break or something? Hey,
what's bad is
we'll be right back after these messages.
I didn't know that
Pearson.
It was a girl on campus,
right, selling drugs
with that kind of work.
Right.
Hey, what was
I
she
wish
selling?
I would have known
She was
that.
selling,
not that I care for any other reason.
Ecstasy and the ingredient that's in mushrooms.
I heard that.
That cause hallucinations and selenium. Pearson, I guess what I was going to ask you in a good way is, are you fascinated that the UCLA Police Department has such a high-profile case occurring in 2015 where a white woman was burnt to death in her apartment by 2 Mexicans?
I am.
There you go.
That's all I got. I don't know what you want.
We finna go to commercial and pay some more bills.
That would have been pretty bad if that was at Compton College. I'm just saying. If it was a little black girl at Compton College who got burned on it.
Oh, that's fascinating.
That's pretty interesting.
We finna pay some bills and take a long-needed break. This is the Reservoir Dog Radio Show. Fat Pat, his stop, actually, so we could take an actual break. We'll be back, y'all.
If you're struggling to make your monthly car payment, listen up. Our friends at Easy Auto Refi want to help you. They'll get you a lower interest rate and a lower monthly payment. Power listener Maria just called Easy Auto Refi. Here's what she had to say.
Thanks, Easy Auto Refi, for helping me out. I was paying a high interest rate and $450 a month on my car payment. They really saved me by lowering my car payment to $300 a month. Thanks, guys.
You too can save up to $200 a month. And get this, you won't make your next payment for another 45 days. Call today, 877-805-7777. 877-805-7777.
Brought to you by LA Care Covered. Visit them at lacarecovered.org.
What up? This your boy All Day. And y'all know Remy Martin been pouring passion into every bottle since 1724. For a drink that's worthy of a toast to all of your many talents, pour out your passions and enjoy Remy Martin. One life. Live them.
Remy Martin Fiend Champagne Cognac, 40% alcohol by volume, imported by Remy Cointreau, USA, New York, New York, who reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Yo, what up? This is the Reservoir Dog Radio Show. We back. Your boy All Day, the gifted, Stu Blow the Great, the talented Mr. Pearson, and Fat Pat on the ones and twos. So, that was a real nice segment. I'm going to be laughing at that all the way home.
Y'all are gone, man. Y'all are straight crazy.
Before we get into High Come Down, which we didn't even we did introduce that to y'all. I told y'all anyway. High Come Down, what we do there is basically everybody take turns breaking down whatever thing that brought you down that current week. It don't have to be an overall lifetime high come down. I guess if we ever get canceled, we'll do a final high come down. But we're never going to get canceled. So on the 20th anniversary show, when we finally go off the air on our own terms before Stephen Colbert and them come take over, then we'll do the final high come down. But anyway.
Loving your confidence.
Thank you. Before we get into that, I wanted to get my boys' take, including Fat Pat, because I know everybody in here is avid football fans. Gonna have a bit of a problem here in a few, because finally the NFL is gonna let the city of Los Angeles have maybe not one team, but two. The two scenarios that are on the table. The owner of the St. Louis Rams, Sam Kroenke, I hope I said his name right.
Kroenke, I think.
Kroenke. He purchased a large amount of land in the beautiful city of Inglewood. Shout out to Inglewood, California. And he's already broke ground, and something's being built over there. Now, it's not, the stadium itself hasn't been cleared to be built, which brings me to the next proposal, which is Carson, California. Shout out to the city of Carson. This one is being possibly built by two teams to be housed in it. The two teams that are being mentioned as possible tenants is the Oakland Raiders and the San Diego Chargers. Fellas, your thoughts, your views, your takes, because I'm a Tampa Bay fan. I know Mr. Pearson and Stoop Low are Raider fans.
So sorry to hear that.
Nobody's perfect.
So exactly.
I was talking about y'all.
Exactly.
So, and Pat, who do you cheer for? Redskins?
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. We'll be the big white dude that like the most racially named team in the NFL.
It makes all the sense in the world. Of course, that's your favorite team. And
way to go with that, man. Way to go. Watch when they change their name to the Washington White Man, he won't be a fan of that team anymore.
Which actually sounds like the most dangerous team in the league.
Right.
You got a little Wall Street broker on the helmet.
Stoop Low was cutting my hair, and he asked me a very serious question, and I had to pause and do the blank stare like Bart Simpson and say, no. He said, first it was two questions.
No. Yeah.
The first question was, if the LA teams came, well, actually it was at the swap meet, if the LA teams came to LA, would I support them? The answer was yes, but I would still be a fan of my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He said, what if it was the Raiders?
No. I said, is there any team in the NFL, well, no matter what team comes, you was gonna be down with them? You said, at first you was like, yeah. I said, so there's no team in the league that if they came to LA, you just couldn't rock with them. And this cracker said,
I'm saying,
this mother cracker said the only team in the entire NFL that he would not rock with if they came here.
All 30, is it 30 teams?
Would be the Raiders. Wow. That's some of the most disrespectful, hateful.
That's all I'm saying.
That you shouldn't harbor that kind of hate for such greatness.
I don't hate the Raiders.
I
don't you even
it.
tell that I hate their fans lie.
I don't hate their fans.
Well, then go on. What would be your reason why we would have a team in the city of may I add, the only team to bring a Super Bowl victory to Los Angeles?
The cold, dead body of Al Davis.
He's gone.
I don't care. His kids are running it.
You know, that's really a sad testimony right there. That is.
And I am sad that his kids run it. I am sad.
That's not the point.
The point is,
no.
We would have,
as long as that family owns that team, and even then, I'll find out they probably still own 10%. No.
You know what?
Pearson is in here frowning. I saw that. I saw that.
No.
I saw that.
Let me attempt to side with you a little bit. I don't know if I can ride for the Rams if they come.
Before he finished,
and
how
I was
much
just-
time we got? Because, see, we talking about the Raiders, and they might sneak and do this all night.
No, and I was just going to say real quickly.
okay.
I was just going to say real quickly, just on the opposite side of what he said, I'm that way about St. Louis. If the Rams come
I am
to
too
LA,
that way about St. Louis. See,
if
you
the
don't
Rams-
leave me.
If the
I
Rams,
leave you.
If the Rams come to LA,
You don't leave me, I leave you.
if the Rams,
I'm with that.
I'm not only mad at the Rams because they left. I don't, I was happy to see the Rams go.
Yeah,
they
actually.
were at the time the worst team in the league.
And then they went to
not-
St. Louis and won.
If not the
You know what
top,
I'm saying?
the top two
I will
worst teams.
never,
But you leave.
ever
You leave here,
cheer
and you go
for
become
the St.
back
Louis Rams.
to back. You get two. You don't get one. You get 2 championships.
Did they get 2?
Didn't they get 2?
No, they got one, but they
got-
went to 2.
They went to 2.
Close enough. Close enough.
cool.
One and close. One and close. That's close enough.
We can just bring the Raiders back and leave it at that. Now, if I could just get the Clippers to leave town at the same time.
Whoa.
You know, this'll-
Hey, Pearson.
This will really work.
Pearson.
No, you listen to that man. This is a great man.
it's a
You're getting a little
Except
personal
for the
there.
Raider part,
You're getting a little
this is a
personal.
great man.
Perfectly legitimate stadium for them to play
The Clippers
in.
are okay.
It's a perfectly legitimate stadium
Now-
for them
now-
to play up in
now the
Seattle.
Clippers are
They-
okay.
They
The
dying
Clippers are
for
okay.
a market.
And
They
let
can
them
go
die.
up there.
Let them die. Shout out Seattle. Let them die.
They can go on up there and we can stop booing their players
We love
at
you,
Dodger
Seattle.
Stadium.
As much as I would
love.
love to spend more time talking about the Raiders, said nobody ever. We gotta move on.
We said.
We gotta move on.
I don't know why this man keeps disrespecting those three-time Super Bowl champions. But it's all right.
Ooh.
One day I'm gonna tell on the air why you a Tampa Bay fan.
I don't care.
Go ahead.
We're not doing that now.
Go ahead and out yourself, Eminem.
Nah, we ain't doing that now. We finna move on to this classic segment that we've been bringing along with us since our last couple of shows. This our baby. It's called High Come Down. And we even gonna get one from Fat Pat. So he'll get to hear everybody else's to see how this even works. We're gonna start with the talented and gentleman of the crew, Mr. Pearson. The good luck charm that he is for helping Clayton Crenshaw. I know it ain't Crenshaw. Clayton Crenshaw and the LA Dodgers clinch the National League West. Pearson. So basically, Stuplo, break down to everybody what the High Come Down segment is, what it means, and then we'll get into it.
You ever had one of those days where you just sat and thought and pondered? Why did that have to happen? Why did she say that? Why did he do that? That brought me down. Something just basically, everything was cool and something happened just to mess up your whole feng shui, your whole everything. It just knocked the chemistry off for whatever reason. So that's what the high come down is. Pearson,
what brings your high down?
What brings your high down this week?
People who have represented LA their entire life, who cannot bring it upon themselves to support the only team that has ever won a Super Bowl from Los Angeles. And not only would they not support them, they would support the Jacksonville Jaguars if they came to LA. They would support the Tennessee Titans.
Or the San Diego Chargers.
Or the San Diego freaking Chargers. But would not support. Because of a man who has been gone now for about 2 years in his grave.
Rest in peace, Al.
Rest in peace, Al. We doing this for you.
I do not like you. Rest in peace.
How dare you tie your high come down with such a despicable
This
subject?
is not your high come down. This is my high come down. Thank you.
I love this stuff.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's what brings my high down. It's going to be a little
Excellent,
controversial, but this is our show. Light-skinned people, y'all been smelling y'allself. Let me tell you something. Woo. Thank you. I don't know if it's the internet or these reality shows. You yellow bastards has been smelling yourselves, man.
Can he say
y'all
bastard?
talk, and then it's the crazy part. I don't think they know this. Light-skinned people are funny looking. Y'all not as cute as y'all think y'all are. Y'all eyeballs be spreaded far, something off there. But anyway, why do y'all think y'all back better than us? Don't do that. They don't usually what?
They have that beige color. That strange beige.
Yeah.
It's like a beige-ish, sort of grayish, brownish.
Oh, yes. Reservoir Radio, ladies and gentlemen.
And my son ain't exempt.
The most prejudiced show on earth.
I have a light-skinned son, and he's a very arrogant prick.
We're biggits. Oh, we're bigots here, ladies and
light-skinned people bring my high down.
Reservoir Radio.
You light-skinned people bring my high down. Y'all got cool for the last 5 years, and then since this internet thing bubbled, y'all kind of been on something else. That's what bring my high down. Stupid, what brings your high down?
Direct all complaints to Reservoir Radio
in care of
at gmail.com.
So I would say what is bringing my high down this week, and I'm gonna keep it in the vein of the social media since we brought that up, is tripping off of people who take who take their social media personas too serious, and then we get to see when living out your social media persona goes wrong. When that shit catch up to them in real freaking life. I shouldn't have said a couple of words.
Nah, that's cool.
But but you get my point. You get my point. That's what brings my high down, because much like with how it was with the Studio Gangster a couple years back before the social media and Twitter and all of that.
I forgot about the Studio.
Remember?
Gangster.
Well, now it's the virtual gangster, because it's the what my boys say, your trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. It's like these dudes is literally like, and I'm not talking to Meek Mill. Shout out Meek Mills, right? Wherever you are. Hold it down, my man. Hold it down. But these dudes is literally out here like going hard with their thumbs and being relentless, and then having to recant with them same thumbs. Oh, I talked to my people. You a real dude. I'm sorry. Right. How you was just talking crazy to that man, telling that man what you gonna do to him, and then when you went and got checked from the real world, you went and did a fact check from the real world out of the virtual world. Hey, real world. Is this guy really what he said? No, he's gonna really hurt you in the real world. Then you come back to the virtual world. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you really. I didn't know you would really hurt me in real life.
Piggybacking off of what Stuplo said, make no mistake about it.
Now. He's typing in caps.
Make no mistake about it. As we climb up that social media and entertainment ladder, we know we will be held accountable for the words that come out of our mouths. We have fun. We're gonna have fun with a lot of different subjects and poke fun at different things. But when it comes to serious subject matters or addressing issues of beefs, or if people take things that we say a certain way, we will stand by our words. That's what we are. That's what we bring to the table. That is the Reservoir Dogs. Stuplo.
We still love you, light-skinned people.
Yeah, well, we love you. Man.
Don't let your Twitter fingers get you in trouble.
Hey, look,
don't let your thumbs write a check.
Let me just say real quick, going back to that light skin thing. Hold on a minute. Caps. Because they say you hate what you like. I only said that because I mostly bang light-skinned girls. Everybody know this. So, come on, man.
Can we say bang girls on
I bang light-skinned girls.
We'll find out.
You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that I don't bang dark-skinned girls, because I've been
these things and more on the next.
I bang
Reservoir Radio
girl. You a girl, I'm going to bang you. Just be legal. Over 21, I'm banging you.
So tune in next week when we get banned. And fined and
it'd be a bunch of ashy beige people outside.
The next episode of the Reservoir Dog Radio Show is gonna be called "The Words That We Can't Say on Radio," like bang.
And this show was brought to you by the people who love children.
Again, all complaints can be directed to reservoirradio@gmail.com.
gmail.com. For my man Fat Pat, Stoop Low the Great, the talented Mr. Pearson. I'm hungry and went too many minutes without a curse word, so something got to give. We are about to be out this piece. Everybody want to say their shout outs? Okay. No one likes anybody.
Shout out to all the supporters, all of the sponsors, would-be sponsors, all of the, more importantly, to the future sponsors.
And sponsors, as Pat and everybody sit down and talk to you guys, feel free to give input. Like, tell him not to diss light-skinned people no more, because we want y'all money to feel right at home. You know.
Shout out to Drew K, Angel House, for allowing us to come through.
If the Davis family sponsor this show, I'll be a Raiders tap dancing Raiders.
I refuse. I won't give you the satisfaction you sell out.
We out. That's it. The business is out. All right, y'all. We out. Take care. See y'all next week. Peace.